In the vast world of Greek mythology, where the Titans once ruled the heavens and the earth, there were four powerful brothers: Atlas, Menoetius, Prometheus, and Epimetheus, the four sons of the god Iapetus and the goddess Climene. You must have heard of Atlas, the one who was punished by Zeus to carry the sky for the rest of his life. And of course, we cannot forget Prometheus, the god who stole fire to give to humans, then was chained to a rock forever. But what about Epimetheus, a name that seems to have sunk into oblivion, not imprisoned, not cursed, nor honored like his brothers? However, Epimetheus was the one who contributed to the creation of man, along with Prometheus. Not a great warrior, not a revolutionary. Epimetheus was simply a thinker after he acts. His very name, Epimetheus, in Greek means afterthought, in contrast to his brother Prometheus, the one who knows the future. And it was this delays that brought humanity to its first tragedy. After the war between the Titans and the gods ended, Zeus, who had gained dominion over the universe, not only destroyed the old order, but also began to build a new world. And in that world, mankind would be born, not because Zeus loved mankind, but because man would be a worshipping species, a species that would offer sacrifices to the gods. Prometheus and Epimetheus were tasked with creating humans and all other creatures from clay. Zeus breathed life into those shapes, making them able to breathe, move, and exist. Then the two brothers had an equally important responsibility: to give each creature its own unique characteristics, the skills it needed to survive. And this is where Epimetheus stepped in. He began to give all creatures the gifts of creation. The lion was given claws and strength. The deer was given speed to escape predators. The fish was given the ability to swim. The bird was given wings to fly away from danger. And so Epimetheus continued, dividing and dividing until all the characteristics were gone. When it came to humans, the last creature, Epimetheus had nothing left to give. No claws, no speed, no wings, no scales, no venom, just a naked and vulnerable body. And then Prometheus, the once far-sighted brother, could not sit still. He would intervene. He would steal the fire and wisdom of the gods to make up for the mistake his brother had just made. When Epimetheus accidentally bestowed all his skills on all creatures, humans, the weakest creatures, faced a harsh world without weapons, without defense, without magic. Prometheus, who always favored humans, knew that he could not let them perish. He quietly broke into the dwelling place of the gods. Here Prometheus stole two sacred gifts, wisdom and reason, from the goddess Athena, and most special, fire, the symbol of life, of strength, of civilization, from the forge of the god Hephaestus. With fire in hand, humans learned to cook food, forge iron, ward off wild animals, illuminate the night. With intelligence, they built houses, created writing, organized society, and then began to question the gods. But that development provoked Zeus's wrath, because Prometheus had overstepped his authority, giving humans something that only gods could possess. And so Prometheus was punished. He was chained to a towering cliff. Every day an eagle belonging to Zeus would come and peck at his liver, and it would grow back at night so that the painful cycle would continue forever. Before he was captured, Prometheus had time to leave one last warning to Epimetheus. No matter what happens, never accept any gift from Zeus. But would Epimetheus heed that warning? Or will a beautiful gift from the gods lead to the next tragedy of humanity when Pandora's box opened? The world was plunged into darkness, disease, death, hatred, and spread throughout the world. Humanity, once created with kindness, now made Zeus hateful and angry. Zeus no longer wants to save. He decides, wipe out humanity, start over. And so, the great flood was ordered to begin. Of all, only one couple was saved, Deucalion, son of Prometheus, Pyrrha, daughter of Epimetheus and Pandora. Before the disaster struck, Prometheus warned his son. He told Deucalion, build a boat. When the storm comes, you and your wife go aboard and wait. After 9 days and 9 nights, the terrible flood wiped out all of humanity. Only 2 people remained, standing on the top of Mount Parnassus as the waters receded. And there, in the middle of an empty world, they prayed to the gods. Please show us how to create humanity again. Themis, the goddess of justice, gave the oracle. Pick up the bones of Mother Earth and throw them over your shoulder. They understood that the bones of Mother Earth were stones, and miraculously, the stones thrown away became men. Pyrrha's stones became women. And from that, a new humanity was born, no longer perfect, no longer immortal, but knowing pain, knowing hope, and knowing survival. Prometheus, though punished, Epimetheus, though mistaken, Pandora, though cursed, but in the end, it was their descendants who inherited life and brought humanity to the present. Epimetheus, the one who lived in the afterthought, was once considered foolish. But without him there would be no Pandora, no Pyrrha, and no humanity today. That is the greatest paradox of Greek mythology. Even mistakes can create life. If you find this story worth pondering, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. We will meet again in the next Legends of Greek Mythology.